Okay, welcome guys. Alright, my light bulb has blown, so I'm in the dark. It's 10:30 at night here, so yeah, I'm fully in the dark, but I want to make my level 20 build video. Obviously this is the heavy Dunmer armor. I've made it all green, but what I've done is I've made it Torug's packed, so as you can see it's got extra 100 armor for every 3. I've not made a sword and shield with it yet though. I've just done the shield, but I've run out of steel, hence the belt. I've run out of steel. So anyway, so the build is basically a strong DPS, heavy DPS, and if you needed it in a dungeon to be the tank, right? And this is a much stronger tank than a Templar can be, so you are very viable for DPS even with sword and shield because you don't use any of the skills, sort of thing, right? So we start off, obviously your two-handed weapon. My stats so far are as follows: because you use magic for all your powers are all magic based, so it's foolish not to have a lot of magicka kind of thing. So yeah, as you can see, everything is magic. So it's silly to be a dragon knight and not invest a lot in magic. My armor would have been 3% magic off, but I'll do that next time. I just wanted to put armor on as I've got dungeons soon, so I thought I'd just be heavily armored for it. Right, so I'm going to get these both to 15 and then see where I'm at with the build, right? And then I'll go from there. Right, so my skills are, obviously, I used carve for my two-handed weapon. That's the only skill I'm using from the two-handed skill line at the moment. But as you can read, the player gains 3 ultimate for each enemy hit, right? This is cheap to use, right? Especially when you start leveling up the two-handed skill of that one. It reduces, so there's 2 slots on there, so you can reduce that even more. So obviously when I'm using it, I get 3 ultimate per enemy hit, so you can just fucking build up your ultimate quick. That's what I use this for. This isn't for damage, this is just for, it puts the bleed damage on, but this is for quick ultimate gain. I use the unstable flame, because read that, it is amazing. Yeah, you deal a good amount of flame damage, and you do a huge amount of tick damage. Go away. And the damage is increased 10% every 2 seconds. That is huge, right? So usually I just trap them all in the burning talons and I just hit each one, doosh, 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 and the talons come off, and then you just reattach the talons, and it's a win. So that's what I've got so far with that. Obviously this is level 20, so this is an early build. Chances I'll be way different by the time I'm level veteran 1 even. Right, volatile armor. I've got this because as you're two-handed, you may take on a bit of extra damage that you might not want, so just putting this on, it lasts for a good long time, 20 seconds. So I'll just put it on so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, so I've got that. It does an explosion, as you've just seen. Let me see if I can recast that. See that explosion? Yeah, so basically that's doing 26 damage to, it deals 52 damage to everyone in the vicinity, but also it boosts your armor by 500 and returns 26 physical damage for every time someone's hitting you. It's constantly returning damage as well, so it's quite good. 20 seconds is a good amount of time not to have to worry. This is also fantastic. Burning talons. See, it's constantly giving flame damage. It immobilizes them. Everyone's seen it. You can also get everyone to a synergy move, which is the... What's the synergy? I don't know. Fucking... Does it say it? Impale. Yeah, it does actually say it. But yeah, it's synergy, the impale, and basically everyone that's caught by the talons then takes on like a huge amount of damage. So that's really damn good. And the green dragon blood, obviously this is fantastic because as you can see it returns 33% of your missing health to you. It's quite cheap. and health recovery, by increase your health recovery by 40%, for 20 seconds, and also your stamina recovery. So that's fantastic. The other one just does some other bullshit that lasts like 2 seconds, like increases your defense or something. But this one, it can increase your stamina and health regen, right? So yeah, winner. My first ultimate is the Standard of Might. So enemies take 100 and it does like a vicinity, a radius of 8 meters as it says there anyway. But enemies take 49 flame damage every second and receive 50% less healing for 17 seconds. Or the Standard of Might, player deals 17% more damage and takes 17% less damage. So great in a boss fight, really good. What's the Standard of Might? Blah, blah, blah. An ally may activate the Shackle synergy, damaging and immobilizing an enemy in the area, so keeps them in that radius so they can constantly be affected by the damage reduction, and also we can be helped by the damage increase because everyone's stuck in that thing. You must have seen it with the fire chains that grab onto the enemy, but yeah, that's sick. Yeah, and then moving to here. Obviously, the only thing from Sword and Shield at the moment is Deep Slash, right? This one, obviously, it's your taunt, right? So it just deals 90 damage, which is actually quite strong for how cheap it is. Snares 60% and reduced target weapon damage and spell damage by 15% for 12 seconds. So yeah, really damn good. And basically, I just use this. I'm only using this because it's a good one, especially if you're in a dungeon. This basically gives everyone, fire effects on their weapon, so it's not too bad because it helps everyone because you're there basically just being the tank. This then gives everyone a fire boost, to the light and heavy damage, unstable flame again, burning talons again, and green dragon blood again. Obviously, you don't have everything yet because as you can see, I'm only at level 26. And they're the passes I've got so far. I'm at 29 and I'm at 23, so yeah, that's more or less why I've got the same, because they're great anyway. You need the green dragon blood no matter what. And this one is just magma armor. I'm just seeing what it's like. I would recommend just having the Standard of Might. That Dragon's Leap's really shit, I think. Like really, really, really not worth it. But the magma armor seems cool. It looks interesting. Doesn't last super long, lasts 10 seconds, but that's the only reason I got it. I'm just testing it out, but I would always go for the Standard of Might. That's fantastic. So it's just heavy armor, that's what I've got so far. Weapon, yeah, I've been just testing. I'm saying I've got these. I really want momentum because if I've got that flame, if I've got this flame one on, so if I can, because you can activate it and change slots sort of thing. So, and I've got momentum on instead of carve, then I'll just be like, douche, increase damage, fucking super damage, super fire damage on everyone. So it'd be interesting. But nah, at the moment it's pretty cool. Yeah, I just need to fill in all these passives. But that's my level 20 build. Yeah, it's really effective for what you need to do at the moment. Yeah, it's quite solid. You're not going to die because you can boost things, you can trap things, you can heal yourself very well. And same with the sword and shield. Obviously, you can survive, you can heal, you can trap, you can do a great. This unstable flame is the tits because you have a thing. Increase your fire damage effects. Is this unstable flame? Yeah. There's all things that increase the damage, increase the duration of searing strike and shit by 2 seconds, and that's what I've got. That searing strike morphs into unstable flame. But yeah, anyway, that's it, guys. I've got to talk soft because I've got a roommate sleeping, a housemate, and I apologise for the lighting. There is no light. Right, but anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye.